The best show ever.
Tyrone Johnson, Ricky Pitalico, the best show ever.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. It's the best show ever here on 97.5 The Fanatic, NBC Sports Philadelphia. And, man, we had fun yesterday, but I didn't like what was creeping up from some people yesterday. We got to address that as we get closer and closer to the game. Flyers back on ice tonight. Sixers with a nice win yesterday. We'll talk to James Palmer at 3:25. We'll talk to John Clark around 4:40 today, and we'll play 10-second song. But let's get right to our word of the day. The word of the day today is confidence. Confidence. And I'm starting with the coaching staff today because yesterday, on Monday, everybody was on a high. Every Eagles fan was on a high. It was a celebration. Yesterday, we were talking about Howie Roseman, which seems to me, given how good the roster is, should have been something really easy for us to all agree with. And little by little during the show, Silvana was getting text messages from people who wanted to strip away some of the credit to Howie Roseman and start to look at this Eagles team once again with a little bit more negativity. Now, Booney has set this up beautifully, and I appreciate him doing this. The Chiefs have a great record, and they're the two-time champion, and you have to go out there and beat them, and this is a serious game in this Super Bowl. They're not Washington. Obviously, the Eagles probably aren't going to blow them out, most likely. But the Chiefs aren't going to blow the Eagles out either. They have 12 one-score wins this season. 12 one-score wins this season. You can see it on the screen, and that includes just now in the conference championship game against the Bills. A tremendous amount. So you already know, if you're an Eagles fan, and the word of the day is confidence, that the Eagles, as long as they have a good game plan, and I believe they will be in the game. And the question will be, the Dalton Kincaid play that wasn't made. Do the Eagles have the guys in A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, obviously Jalen Hurts, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley to make the play that all these other teams that lost those one-score games didn't have? That's why the word of the day is confidence, because this is what this comes down to. We can do X's and O's, and we can do a lot of things. But we know Andy Reid, credit to him, he has become one of the best coaches in NFL history. He's the franchise winningest coach for both the Eagles and the Chiefs. We know all of that. He has all these rings. But Nick Sirianni and his staff have done a tremendous job this year. Are you confident? Let's start with the coaching staff to have this team prepared. You know how good the roster is. We talked about that yesterday. You know how good they are. Do you believe that the coaching staff's going to have them ready? If you have confidence in that, then you know they can win the game. And I don't see the need for that negativity that starts to creep in. All right? It doesn't need to creep in. Look at the team. Look at the offensive line. Look how good they are. You know, talent for talent, the Eagles are better than the Chiefs. Player for player, 1 through 53, the Eagles are better than the Chiefs. Therefore, many people out there that are picking the Chiefs in the national media when they give a reason other than just hate, and we'll get to some of the haters throughout the show today, starting with Nick Wrong. He should be ashamed to have that last name. He should have to legally change it. He's wrong so often. If you believe in that roster, then it comes down to, does the coaching staff over a 2-week period get them ready to play? And if you have confidence in that, and I already said for the radio side, 12 one-score games. You saw the graphic on the TV side. There is no reason right now to not have a tremendous amount of confidence in your football team, because I do believe in this coaching staff. I do believe in these guys. I think they're very good at their jobs. So I've been sitting here for for months now, feeling good. Yesterday, we start talking about Howie Roseman, and we start getting the humana. Where's that coming from? So let's break it all down. You know how good this team is. Do you have confidence in Nick Sirianni, Kellen Moore, and Vic Fangio to have a proper plan? Because if you do, then the Eagles, Ricky Bo, are going to be Super Bowl champs.
Yeah, and the confidence level should be high. We told them going into the playoffs that your confidence level should be higher than it is. Told them to everybody going into the NFC Championship, this is not going to be what you think. I think everybody has this fear, and it is a fear. I think it's a fear of losing. And when you have that, what happens to your confidence level when you have a fear of losing? It trickles down as much as it possibly can. Now, I look at the Eagles, and, I mean, you could beat yourself into this team and take a look at this team, and you say, okay, the number one defense. Are we really worried about the defense? I heard something actually rather shocking yesterday, and it's from Andrew DeCecco. He said if the Chiefs have the ball 8 times, they'll probably score in 6 of those. I don't think – see, I'm on another page than this. I'm on a much more confident page. I do not believe that. I do not believe that the Chiefs will hold up against this Eagles defense. I think the Eagles defense is that good. I think the offense, on the other hand, we know they could run the ball. There's no doubt about that. We've seen them play different games. We've seen them throw the ball. We've seen Jalen Hurts in big situations, the 4th and 5 in the NFC Championship game, hit A.J. Brown down the sideline. That, to me, is a confidence play. That, to me, is a confidence booster for the offense. I think this offense could score in many different ways. The only thing is the kicker, and I'm not even going there because I don't think he's going to be a factor on Super Bowl Sunday. I look at this team. I look at this coaching staff. I don't have any issues that I see right now. You could say, well, you know what? The Chiefs are going for 3 in a row. That's going to be a tough task. I look at it a little differently. I look at it like they're due to lose in the Super Bowl then. You won 2 in a row. You're not taking home a 3rd in the row. I have a different confidence level. I'm very high on the OC. I'm very high on the DC. And at this point during the year, never thought I'd be saying this in week 4 and 5. Very high on the head coach right now.
610-632-0975. The word of the day, confidence. We've been feeling good. There's nothing that's going to bring us down. What we're trying to do is for those out there that started texting Silvana yesterday at 610-632-0975 with their doubts, let's start with the coaching staff. Okay, Andy Reid's supposed to be the current GOAT. Can Nick Sirianni and his staff put together a game plan with a better roster to take them down and stop the three-peat? We'll make that comparison throughout the day. Also, we're taking it one by one. A bunch of national media people have gotten things wrong when it comes to Eagles. Very wrong. And I'm not just talking about they're not going to make the Super Bowl. I'm talking about embarrassingly wrong. Well, today we're going to address the first person in our series that's going to go every day between now and the Super Bowl, and we're starting with Nick Wrong. So we'll get to that today, and we'll get to the 10-second song here on 97.5 The Fanatic, NBC Sports Philadelphia.